And welcome students as we get into Python. So now that you have a little bit of an idea of what Python is, let's actually see it in action. Now I'm not going to go and bore you with this bunch of notes, but instead let's take a little segue here and actually look at how to put Python on our computers in case you want to know how to do this on your own, and also how you're going to end up using the Python app. So the first thing you're going to do if you want to get Python yourself is you'll want to head over to the Python website here, python.org/downloads. You can also just search for Python and download, and you should get you to this site here. Now, of course, I'm looking on the Windows version, so I'm just going to go ahead and click the download, which of course will start the download process. Once you've done that, just simply install it and follow the on-screen prompts, and you'll have Python installed. Now, you notice it does not install a shortcut right away. However, it does come with its own built-in IDE. For example, IDEs are development environments in which you can run code. Now, there's a bunch of different ones out there like Notepad++. I use Eclipse for Java. There's a bunch of them. But in terms of Python, it has one that will come right in with it. So if you start typing Python on your computer, you're going to see a bunch of different things. But the one thing that you want is this app right here called Idle. So I'm actually going to go to Idle. And what I'm going to do to make my life easier is, if this is already not on your computer, type idle in here, right click, choose open file location. All right, and you'll see right here is the actual application. You should of course be able to create a shortcut and then take that shortcut and drag it over to here. Now of course I've already made a shortcut, so I'm just going to delete the actual one I have, and I'm just going to grab that shortcut that's right here and move it to my desktop. All right, now you can see I have a shortcut right here for idle. This is the Python editor. So I'm just going to double click on this to open up idle. And this is our shell that we're going to be working in. Now, this might just seem very plain to you and a little confusing, but that's okay. We're going to work through this right now. All right, one of the first things I'm going to show you is up here is the file menu. This is where we pretty much run everything out of. Of course, we also have a couple other options in here as well. But for what we need to do is we're just going here to a file, and we're going to go to new file. When we open up new file, this is what actually will be where we put our code. So in here, I'm going to put in Python code. So for example, if I just type, I'm going to give you the most basic program out there, which is hello world. I'm going to type print, and then I'm going to put hello world. Okay. This is a very basic program. It's a test program that's used across multiple programming languages, but just for the purpose of showing how this works, this is what we're going to do. All right, then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to Save. All right, you have to save this manually. It does not save automatically, so it's very important that you save this regularly. Now, what I'm going to recommend that you do is you go and put this on your N drive, put it into your 8th grade technology folder, and then save it. I'm just going to stick it on the desktop for now just so you can see it, but I'm recommending that you put it inside your 8th grade tech folder. Even if you want, create a programming folder just for Python, just to keep it organized, because you're going to have quite a few of these programming labs. All right, so I'm just going to call this Hello World. So when you do your labs, and I'll show this in tomorrow's video, is you're going to name it the name of your lab. But this is Hello World. I'm going to hit save. And now that file is saved, you see that there's this Hello World file right here, and it ends with this .py extension. .py is the extension for Python. So now if I want to actually run this code, I can just come over here to run, and I can hit run module, or I can press F5. All right, and then it's just going to output right here my program, hello world. That's all the program does right now. It just outputs the message, hello world. So if I close this and I wanted to, let's say I'm just coming in and it's like, oh, I need to finish my lab from the other day. I can double click idle, and I can come up here to open, go to where that file is saved, and I can open that up. And of course, that will be my program. Or I can also just double click on the program itself. And if I do that, though, you see it opens and closes. I want to caution you against doing that because if I just double click on it, it just runs the program, all right, which opens the command shell and closes it. What you actually want to do is come here, edit, and then edit with idle. That will allow you to open up to a more familiar command window. I'm going to recommend, just for simplicity, always going to idle first and then opening it that way. All right, again, run module, and there's my program. All right. Now, when you are doing your submissions, and I'll go over this again tomorrow, you'll want to turn in this file here, this .py file. That's what you're always going to turn in. All right. So that is going to be the important thing there. So that is a quick introduction to Python. I'm not going to get too much more into it. I am going to have you, for the purpose of this lab that is going to be in today's activity, is you're going to go ahead and create this hello world program, right? So you're going to put print hello world, and then I want you to also put another print statement with your name in here. Now don't just put like your name. Actually, I'll just put your name. But one thing you'll have to make sure you do is put quotes around it, so your name. And then I would also like you to put one more print statement simply describing, what the weather is or how you're feeling. Just one more print statement of your choice, and that will be it. So hopefully that gives you a quick crash course into Python. So I will see you next time.